Namaste, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Back again. Big homie Shiva. The true name is Shiva Ledkayev. So, dealing with Ledkayev today. Again, every day. So ain't going to stop for the next 68 years. And then after that. All right, so today we're going to talk about a subject that we is reading about. As he's into my eyes, he reads everything and sees everything as I see. Today we're going to talk about the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. So science likes to play on the subconscious mind as a brain order of physical, as a physical location. But guys, it's not a physical location at all. So when scientists and doctors theorize and talk about and doctrinate about the subconscious mind, their theories and understanding of how the brain works, everything here is false. So you have to unlearn what you've learned. And your subconscious mind is not some brain response that pulls memories. It's not a brain response at all. It's an external consciousness. Okay? So your subconscious mind is not your subconscious mind. It's us. Okay? We're your subconscious. As channeling your subconscious that everybody has the ability to do is what you're doing. When you're tapping into your subconscious mind, a lot of people like to use the subconscious mind and call it your intuition or your gut feeling or something in my head keeps telling me. Well, that's your subconscious mind. It's how it works. Your crown chakra and your navel chakra work together as one. Work together as one. It's like both cannot exist without each other. I mean, one cannot exist without the other. You know, you can't function this way. So your subconscious mind is hierarchy. Okay, whether it be demonic hierarchy or divine hierarchy. Your subconscious is your hierarchy. All right, and everybody's connected to their subconscious. Everybody. Everybody walks around every day, does what they want to do subconsciously. When you wake up every day from your transposition state into the state of being, from the state of becoming, you're subconsciously being brought to awareness as subconsciously you get up in the morning and you subconsciously know to brush your teeth and you consciously know to do it. Okay? There's something to tell you that you need to brush your teeth because your mouth is funky. So, your subconscious mind is not something local, okay? It's not local. It's non-locality. So there's non-locality in consciousness that's in play of your mind. So as I explained to Marquand as the vessel to him, in this place, there's a rule here that nobody doesn't follow. And there's a rule here. This rule is kind of really important. So just hear me out as I explain this. Inside of this place that you're stuck in, that y'all guys like to call Earth, you cannot think. You can't think. Okay? You cannot think. You have to not think to think. You have to empty your mind on a constant basis, and you have to keep clear thought of no thoughts. So you have clear thought of no thoughts. You can't think in here, guys. The only time you can think in here is when you're creating or you're in a learning state or you're doing artistic merit and value with your understanding. You can be in locomotion doing a job and you can think that way. That's cool, you know. But when you're idle, let's say you're idle and you're trying to formulate, I don't know, a show. Or you're trying to formulate something for a sitcom. When you're sitting in idle, you're tapping into subconscious minds all around you, whether if you're writing with a team of writers or you're writing by yourself. You're tapping into a mind that has to pull memory from nothingness to make something from nothing, which is what you call a storyboard or a book or a script for a movie. It comes from nothing. It's all about subconscious mind and what we inspire you to make. So people go through something that you guys call writer's block. A lot of people go through writer's block, or a lot of people go through musician's block, or producer's block, or some type of rut that happens in your life. Well, there's a subconscious mind playing on you, causing these ruts to where you cannot produce or you cannot create, and those are demons. And everybody goes through this. So anybody that goes through like a writer's block or a type of pause in creation is basically a demon trying to invade its own conscious awareness and thoughts and instructions on you to react in a certain way. So there's something missing in your life. It's called God. You go to God, I guarantee you everything will be fine. You'll be able to write, produce, and everything you want. You attain meditation and enlightenment, you'll be able to do anything. You actually become who you're supposed to become, which is a god or a goddess that's trapped inside of you slates. So everybody goes through this rut subconsciously and consciously to where they cannot make a beat. Well, there's something in your brain that tells you that you cannot do it. Or there's something in your brain that tells you, you know what, you don't have to worry about it this year. Don't write nothing. Because, see, if you keep writing and keep creating and positive and understanding of divine principality, they hate it. They cannot stand it. So they always try to put something in your life where it's a type of suggestion to where you cannot produce, or you have something that you might call a writer's block or a production block or a musician's block, to where you feel that you can't do anything. Guys, the best way for this is to go with God with this one, guys. If you can't produce, get on your knees and start praying for openings in your brain channels to be able to create again, or meditate. Again, meditation here is the truth beyond truth next to praying. You got praying and meditation, two ultimate truths in here. We're not going to talk about the four noble truths or the 8 truths of the Dharma wheel. We're just going to talk about the 2, which is praying and meditation. All right? And you can be able to achieve anything you want, because when you meditate, you attach to your subconscious. Now, your subconscious is coming into fruition, and it's starting to merge with your consciousness. So how do you come out of a state of meditation? You feel what you feel. You feel a state of inner peace. You obtain a state of an all-knowing principality temporarily. And then it's time to start creating, because now you done got that shit out the way. So for all these producers and you writers blockers and your musician blocks and all this, guys, anything that stops you from creating and divine principality and doing something positive is a demon. And that is subconscious locality. That's not a part of your brain, guys, and that's not your thoughts. There's something invading your life. All right? There's something invading your life that makes you stop doing things in a positive manner. If living in samsara isn't so bad, but you got to keep going in here. So you always got to constantly get your brain going. Get your brain going. Start playing video games if you got to, even though that ain't the right thing to do for certain instances. Just take a good karmatic game and just play it. Something as simple as, I don't know, Beautiful Joe. I'm not going to give a list of games that's karmatically and good suggestion to play, but I'm just telling you, these games like Tetris, anything that works your mind is a good thing. You got to kind of keep your mind going, and you always got to have moderation, and then you got to have meditation, prayer, the Lord in your life. We're not trying to force religion or faith down people's throats, but this is the only thing you guys are about to get ready to only have. That is the only thing that's going to save you guys here in the future. All right? And enlightenment is the truth. So, in creativity is your subconscious mind at work. Now, your subconscious mind can do some tricky things, which is us. Like, we don't do tricky things. It's like you have to be able to pick up on certain signals that leads you into the right direction. You understand? So when you take your brain and use it every day on an instance, let's say going to work, dealing with the kids, dealing with your husband or your wife, and repeat the same thing. That's just you subconsciously in the play of doing the norm of samsara, which is to keep going, keep working, keep being oblivious, keep breeding, and keep eating and consorting no matter what, until the next generation does the same exact thing. This is all a subconscious play on your mind. As individuality, you have the decision as the decision maker to play on your consciousness, subconsciously or consciously. By using your 5% of your brain every day is just your conscious, while 95% of your brain is us. All right? Whether it be demons or whether it be Davies and Devas of divine nature, we all have a play into your mind for you to get something done positively. Now, if you want to play on your subconscious in a negative aspect, we already know these type of people. We're not going to put any labels on people and what they do in their lives, but you know the people that have play on their subconscious where it's a negative impact. I mean, come on, man. Think about your neighborhood dope dealer. All right? Something subconsciously tells him if he don't get out there and make that fucking money, and if you don't get out there and support his new whip and put some rims on it and put some new system in it to look like a certificate get pulled over, what is it then? It's not your own thoughts, guys. It's not. It's not your thoughts at all. You are being played. Everybody here is being played. Everybody is being played by their subconscious, by demon hierarchy. All right? This hierarchy is here. They're no joke. They're here to make you docile, dumb, and stupid. The more you guys keep eating at McDonald's, the more you keep watching reality television, the more you guys keep playing Pokemon Go that God does not like. Oh, we got to talk about Pokemon Go. If anybody wants to know how the subconscious works, look at Pokemon Go. It's simple. It's a new trend. It's addictive. It's fun. We tried it. We tried it for 3 days. No more of that. We knew what it was going to cost. As Shiva, and as the understanding of Mark 1, we think it's neat. I'm an optimist as Shiva. He's an optimist. We both think it's cool and neat. It's fun. It's a great way to socially meet people that you don't know. We look at all the good that you guys do in here before we start looking at the bad, like everybody here looks at the bad before good. Now, here's the problem. God doesn't like it. All right? And we commune with the Lord on a regular basis. This is my father we're talking about, everybody's father. And he does not like this because he sees future within futures within futures. He knows the inevitability of what Pokemon Go is going to do to everybody in this world. Okay? It's a subconscious play on your mind to get out here and do the dumbest thing you could possibly ever do. Take God out of the equation. Take meditation out of the equation. We're not saying there's nothing wrong with Pokemon Go. There's just something wrong when everybody keeps doing the same thing constantly over and over, repeating the same mistakes as y'all been repeating for the past 7 trillion years. You can't wake up. This isn't the first time we've seen Pokemon Go exist, guys. We've seen this happen countless of times. All right? In some format or the next, in other realities. There's always been a Pokemon Go of some sort, of some format. And it's all about plugging into a bigger consciousness grid, which is another subconscious mind that keeps you suppressed. So what I mean by that is that if you get the whole world to play Pokemon Go, everybody subconsciously is connected to demons. I mean, we're talking about pocket monsters here, guys. We're not talking about pocket gods and goddesses. If y'all did like a Pokemon Go and maybe the Hindu understanding of the gods and goddesses and Buddhist understanding of gods and goddesses, I think that would be actually cooler. But that, again, that's just something that we would love to see, but it doesn't happen. So anyways, everybody's connected to the subconscious reality of getting into this world on Pokemon Go and just going with everybody else. And that's not what you do, guys. You're sheep. All of you guys are sheep, and you're all possessed puppets, possessed by a subconscious non-locality that tells you to do right from wrong, and you make the decision to do right from wrong when we give y'all guys a suggestion. So you're all under control. All of you guys are under control by your subconscious mind. By saying that is that with your subconscious, you think it's your thoughts. It's not. You got to start paying attention to your brain, guys. There's signals, and you got to listen to the voices in your head. Now, when they say don't listen to the voices in your head, they're lying to you. You need to listen to them. That's your intuition. That's us. That's the divine hierarchy or demonic hierarchy. And you'll listen to a signal in your voice in your head that'll tell you to do something wrong that you had no business doing, like going out 4 a.m. and trying to consort with some chick that is already subconsciously trying to make you do something against your will, like get ready to lay down with her and then have a baby a year later, and then marriage is implicated, and then here comes 6 more kids, and then you can't stop with that one, so you got to go get another one because she feels the same and you want to feel something different. So now you got another baby with another chick. I'm not here to pick on males, guys. Females do the same thing too. So to access your subconscious is easy. I mean, here's a way of accessing your subconscious. One of these. You can access your subconscious with this. To know what subconscious you're dealing with. Whether if you're dealing with something that's lying to you, that's feeding you bad information or bad food. And again, with the video proper pendulum usage, you can always test your subconscious. And you can just go up to them and say, hey, here's the biggest test you can ever do to your subconscious mind. When you start getting this going with your life, go to rallies or checkers and get a big Buford. Take your pendulum over it and say, hey, are you ready to eat this hamburger? And if your pendulum says yes, you're dealing with subconscious that's not for you, guy. You're dealing with subconscious that is against you. Now you're dealing with demon consciousness. Now you know that subconscious. Now how do you attach to your higher divine consciousness? The God inside of you or the goddess inside of you? Well, that's between you and your subconscious, because we figured it out and we teach this how to access and to know your subconscious. Shiva is my subconscious. That's not my only subconscious. We got many more. It's all accessing your memories. As a subconscious mind, that's what we can do, is access your memories better than you could cognitively access them yourself consciously. This is why you guys have so many memory problems with trying to remember something. When you need us to access your memory, to pull out the data, to stream you the information with signals that you have to listen for in your brain, or get one of these and make it yours and make it stick and find your higher divine consciousness. We teach, and not only teach, but we know what is inside of you. We know every David and Davy inside of you guys, and all you have to do is just reach out to us and we can tell you what's inside of you and what's their name and how to communicate to them or her. So anyways, guys, you have to be careful. Your thoughts are not your own, and the thoughts that you think that are not. They're non-locality. It's our consciousness, and that is your subconscious. Your subconscious is not yours because it's not local. Ours is non-local, and we're your subconscious. We're the masters of mind, while you guys are still not even trying to figure out your minds yet, and we did, and he's a master of mind. So as I finish up this video, be careful. Listen to your thoughts. It's easy. Start meditating. Your signals will become louder and louder, and you'll be able to tell the difference between which is the right subconscious to listen to versus the bad subconscious to listen to. And it's a 50-50 thing, guys. But the percentage on that, the way you guys are born into this place, we're the 30% of your subconscious, while the 70% is demons, because what you are born in the 5th hell. If you're born into the 5th hell, what are you? That does not make you human, okay? The Tibetans know this. They know it. They know what people are. They know what people are. And people are demons. And nobody doesn't want the world to know. And we're here to expose the truth about reality, whether people like it or not. All right? Peace out.